And the Bengals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
Well, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Bengals are going to take over here up near the 40.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true. But you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
On the move past the 40.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. So we've hit halftime here.
All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the third quarter.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Once again, they run with Mixon. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's got Hurst, his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals! Hayden Hurst, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. McPherson now for the extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's McPherson now to send it away.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
And they'll be set up in good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:56 to go. They've yet to score all game long, but now they need to do so twice in short order.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They decline that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty?
I'm so confused. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they... incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Jackson. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson. Boy, what a catch by Andrews. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably...
Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning.
Tonight on EA. Today,
well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting. An onside kick to start this thing. And the Bills are going to recover. Well, they tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know. Maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt, that could really change momentum of this game in a hurry.
13 yards on the game's opening play.
Well, Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and
all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, 34 yards.
And the Bills go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
On play action, here's Tua. They'll roll him out right.
That's going to be caught downfield by Hill.
Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill,
70 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7.
Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Allen's throw taken in there by Crowder.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40.
Allen's throw is complete, and he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Devin Singletary with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
On the return, Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
So Miami coming out for their second drive.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep body.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The 2 are going to try and throw for it.
And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. He identified an open target and put it right on him.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. And maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage. And they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down.
They run here with Singletary.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Moss.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Zach Moss
taking it in from
2 yards out, and the Bills are once again back in front. And they'll try and run it in with Singletary.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
And the Bills are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So after the INT, it's Allen.
And that is caught. It's Davis.
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute, I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring up in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD, baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We going honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Let's me.
Tonight, it's Madden NFL football.
Wow, are you kidding me? Here's something we haven't seen. They're going to start this Super Bowl with an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now, there's two sides to every coin. You come on the road, you get the onside kick to start the game. What a boost, but you don't get it. And now your back's against the wall a little bit.
You're exactly right. You nailed it perfectly. And so many ways to go at it when you're on the road.
And right away, he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman
with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that.
And the Ravens are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Off the play fake. Allen. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the second quarter.
Uncorks one for Davis.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen off the play fake. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 48 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
And they'll try and run it in with Singletary.
And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From the 10. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.